Welcome back to my channel, Tea Time Reflections with me, Toby. Yeah, this is to talk about week 12. The Premier League is back in a couple of days, and we've got some good games. We've got some important games, and yeah, let's just get into it straight away. So the first game of the week is Burnley Chelsea. Two teams that you kind of need to catch them on their day, but Burnley, better at home, but still you can't really peg them. But Chelsea, on their day, they're a match for anyone. But it depends on who turns up, which Chelsea turns up. After internationals, it's always weird, especially for teams that have a lot of internationals flying all over the world. And funny enough, most of the Premier League it counts to pretty much most of the teams now because the Premier League is just stocked full of talent. But that being said, I do think Chelsea will take it if they wake up to it. Early games always difficult. Yeah, going all the way to Burnley, but still, I'll go Burnley 1, Chelsea 3. Um, Bournemouth, West Ham. So West Ham have been on better form, and I know a lot of people, some people who follow me, West Ham fans, they may not like this, but I do expect a reaction from Bournemouth. That 4-0 loss to Villa last week, that would have hurt. They're better than that. They've got good quality. Yeah, so I'm thinking Bournemouth to sneak it 2-1, or by the odd goal, 2-1, 3-2. Both are playing. Bournemouth are good at home. They play good football, but West Ham have been, playing better. But I still think Bournemouth going to sneak that one. Brighton, Brentford. Brentford have been on form lately, but they have been at home. They're strong at home, but so are Brighton. And because Brentford are away in this game, I'm leaning towards Brighton, even though Brighton drew last week, 0-0. Crystal Palace, I still think Brighton will come through that. Fulham Sunderland is tricky. I don't like draws, but I see a draw over this. But I don't know. It's still a bit strange. I can still also see a result either way. But Sunderland are on form. They had a good game against Arsenal. My thing is that how much did they take out of Sunderland? Although there's an international break, a few of their players did go on international duty. I don't like seeing on the fence, so I will say draw. I'm leaning towards Sunderland. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. I know this might sound insane, but I think the turnaround is here. I think Liverpool are going to start playing well from now. I still think they'll still just sneak by Forest, but I think Liverpool start charging now. And I know a lot of people or whoever decides to see this video might be like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I just feel like it's going to start making sense for them. So I see 3-1 Liverpool, 2-1, 3-1 Liverpool. Depends on how they come out. If they come out flat and Forest come out firing. Forest have been a bit of a bogey team for Liverpool, so I know it's going to be a difficult game, despite the scoreline, but I still think Liverpool will win. Wolves, Crystal Palace. I'm going for Palace by the odd goal, just to sneak it. And the final game of Saturday, Newcastle, Man City. So Man City become more of what we're used to over the last few years. And that being said, Newcastle are a bit of a bogey team for City, especially at St James's Park. That place can be rocking. It depends on the players they get back as well. Newcastle had a few injuries. I'm going to go for a draw, like 2-2. I do see goals. I know Newcastle at home are really, really tough and difficult. But Man City are on form right now. But I do see goals all over the place. I think the St James's Park factor will drag Newcastle into a result. Newcastle, I could see them winning as well. City have come unstuck at St James's Park a few times, but I'm going to go for a draw. But then again, slightly leaning towards City if I had to pick one. But St James's Park is a factor. On to Sunday, Leeds Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa will sneak that one, but I think it will be a high-scoring game either way. And then the big one, Arsenal Tottenham. Super Sunday. News of Gabriel getting injured. Like, I don't think that will be an issue against Tottenham because I think Tottenham are far too open. But against teams who are more compact, the Arsenal tend to break the deadlock through set pieces. Gabriel is a big miss. And I know my Liverpool hat on is like, oh God, we need Arsenal to mess up for us to get back in it. But removing that and being objective, Gabriel is central to a lot of what Arsenal do defensively and offensively. Many times from their set pieces, they either want to score or assist or be involved. He's huge like that. But in this game, I don't think it'll matter. I think Arsenal will win in the end pretty convincingly 3-1. I just don't think Tottenham have the quality to take them on. And lastly, on Monday, ManU Everton. I'm going for a very, very good game, a very high score draw, 2-2. Um, I see that game as an end-to-end game. Everton like to attack with Grealish in the eye, and Man U have been on decent form, and they too with Ahmad and the lad from Brentford, formerly I can't remember his name. Why am I forgetting people's names? But yeah, Man U have been on form as well. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I think it'll be an interesting game, and that's my prediction for this week 12. I don't know. Well, let's see what you think. Anyone that watches this video, put your predictions down in the comment section, and also please like, please share, please follow, and please subscribe. I'd love to grow the channel. I'd love to get to know people. Love to hear their predictions on topics that I love, football right now, but I will be branching into other sports as time goes on because it's just a passion of mine. So thank you and thank God, and until next time, God bless.